Welcome back to the Socially Distant Lawyer, presented by Callahan and Fusco. I'm Mitch Hayes.
And I'm Greg Vinogradsky.
And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about community associations. Specifically, Greg is going to answer some questions for us about community associations and how they're going to deal with reopening based on the relaxed orders that are coming now from the states based from COVID-19. So Greg, why don't you talk to us first about what's the liability for associations if they keep their common amenities closed?
Yeah, so all of the answers are going to really depend, obviously, on the facts and the particular state that the association is in and the residents that they have. But the typical claim that you can expect to have would be a breach of fiduciary duty. Would be the argument that I'm an owner, I pay my maintenance fees, I purchased this unit because the common elements contained a certain amenity, and I'm entitled to that, and you took that away from me. So one, either give me a refund or open up the amenity. And in those particular cases, the association would look towards their directors and officers liability policy and hope that they would provide a defense through that particular policy.
Now, what about if the association decides that it's going to reopen and follow the relaxed rules? What type of liability is the association looking at if it decides to reopen?
Yeah, so that if they decide to reopen, the $1 million question is that is it reasonable whatever restrictions are imposed, and what is the association doing to protect its membership? Typical claims are probably going to be a personal injury. An owner or a resident is going to sue an association because they contracted the virus, and they're going to blame the association for allegedly causing that virus. And in that particular case, the association will look towards their insurance policy under their general liability policy. The problem with that is that most associations' policies have a virus exclusion. After SARS and after Ebola, more carriers started to put this type of exclusion in. So if that is being alleged, you could potentially be denied coverage for that particular claim.
So now, if the association decides to reopen, there's going to be restrictions that are going to be put in place without a doubt. But what type of restrictions would be considered reasonable for the associations to implement?
Yeah, so I think again it depends on what type of community you're talking about. Are you talking about high rises, or are you talking about more spread out horizontal communities? Are you talking in a more urban area? Are you talking in a 55 and older type of community? So all of these things are going to come into play as far as what's reasonable. And a lot of rules that associations have been developing are things such as capacity, maybe half capacity, things that like ensuring social distancing, possibly face masks, ensuring that if a pool is opening, that there's no association pool equipment out, there's no chairs for people to sit on, things like that. The important thing to remember, though, is that if you're developing a rule to ensure it's memorialized in a resolution, that there's signage outside of that amenity with that particular notice, and that there's a way to enforce these restrictions. There's no point in developing a rule and wasting everyone's time if there's no way to monitor what's actually happening. And again, that's why it's so important for associations to ensure that they're developing rules that are going to meet the needs of the residents.
All right, Greg, thanks for sharing your insights today. I know our clients out there have been asking us all these questions, so hopefully they're going to use this and bring the feedback to their own communities. This is a developing area. We know it is. More relaxation of the rules are going to be happening, so we'll make sure to keep you updated. Make sure to follow us on our social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.